Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to those who may be here right now on Twitch. Welcome to those who may be watching later on YouTube. I tried to have that as smooth as possible. Oh my goodness, as smooth as possible for the countdown to go right into the server action, but didn't quite work as well as I had thought. But either way, we're here. We are live. We are live for the Australia-New Zealand sim racing community versus the North America Raceroom community. What we're going to have here are a collection of community members from each community racing against each other. So we're going to have a team of those from the Australia-New Zealand community against those from the North America Raceroom community. I am not honestly too sure how many folks will be in the session from each this evening. At one point we had almost, I think, 16 people, 32 total, 16 from each community, and I think the numbers have kind of slightly gone down just a bit, just due to schedules or people kind of, you know, potentially having things come up where they weren't going to be able to make it. So either way, we're still going to have a fantastic evening. My apologies. I'm sending a message. We're still going to have a fantastic night, fantastic evening for the Australian folks, the New Zealand folks, a fantastic morning of action. What we're going to have two races, 30 minutes each. The first race, as you can see here right now, we've got the WTCR class. This is going to be anywhere from the 2018 class, the 2019 class, the 2020 class, and I believe also the Touring Car Cup class here at Bathurst. So we're in the backyard. We are right here at home for all of those in the Australian, New Zealand sim racing community. So one would think that they would be the favorites of this, but hey, in 30 minutes time after practice and qualifying, you know, we're all going to find out where everyone ends up, where all the chips lie. The second race will be we're going to roll right into the next one after this one. So the next race. So make sure and stick around. The next race is going to be the Group C class, which is the Nissan and the Porsche. Very tough cars to drive. They're very tricky. Can spin very easily. I know from personal experience. That's why I'm here talking with you now and not actually doing this in there. But you have the Group C class on the Nordschleife, the 24-hour layout. That'll be another 30-minute race. Just going off the times of folks that I've seen, you know, in practice, going to be about 4 to 5 laps maximum around that circuit for race number 2. The way that we're going to find out who the quote-unquote winner is, or what winning community is, once we're all done with this, is we're doing a, if you're familiar with golf, think of it as like golf. Basically, position 1 gets 1 point, and then the points go down from there. If you finish near the bottom, then you're going to have like 15 points or somewhere in there. Don't worry, because we're going to find out right after this race. We're going to have a live tally after this race of where everyone ends up, what community they're with, and we're going to keep track of what community is on top after race number 1 going into race number 2. We're going to have that courtesy of DDF Racer. If you know him, that's awesome. If you don't know him, please look him up on YouTube. A fantastic racer and a fantastic guy, to be honest with you, who is now in Australia. I think he's been there for quite a while, or at least enough time where he's he is full on Australian. He's got a YouTube stream going up right now. He goes in VR. He is a monster in VR. So if you want to go double screen, have our stream here of kind of a broadcast style that I'll give you. And if you want something, a point of view, in car, VR, in the action, in the thick of it, look him up on YouTube. give him a follow, give him a subscribe, give him everything you want over there, because he deserves it all from the amount of work he puts in, not just to racing, but also putting up his streams and everything else. So he does a fantastic job over there. So certainly look him up if you want a dual view of what's going to happen here, broadcast style, in-car style. So look him up. But he's provided an Excel spreadsheet that we're going to see him update in real time. At least I hope we are. That's how I think it's going to work. So we'll all know after this race where everyone lies, what community's on top, how much, what the spread of points will be, and then that's going to be even more drama going into race number 2. So after all that information there, once again, welcome to everyone, whether you're here on Twitch now live, whether you're watching this on YouTube at a later time, because if you're kind of new to the way that I do it here for the North America Race Room, is with this being live, this is also being recorded at the same time, recorded in 1080p, 60 frames a second. It then gets uploaded to our YouTube page, into the living archive, as I call it. So if you are new to the Twitch here now, make sure and give us a follow. Number one, not that it's anything, costs nothing to you, doesn't mean anything to anybody. Give us a follow. Turn your notifications off if you don't want to know every time we go live or whatnot. But give us a follow. If you don't know the YouTube side, find the YouTube side. There's a link here on the Twitch page for the YouTube page, where you'll find everything that the North America Race Room community has done. Some folks may not be familiar with us. If you're kind of joining from the Australian, New Zealand community, you obviously probably don't watch our stuff very often, if at all. So you're going to find a lot of our folks well, I shouldn't say a lot of our folks. All of our folks on our side are very clean racers, very safe racers, and also good racers. But you'll have that for the Australian, New Zealand side as well. I know a few of them, not personally, but I know them through Raceroom, and they're all fast. They're all fantastic racers. They're all fantastic people. So you've got a great collection of people on both sides of this race tonight, coming together, trying to do something fun, trying to do something competitive that you normally don't see in Raceroom, at least on the ranked side. I'm sure there's other communities that do this type of stuff, but this is kind of the first one that we've done. And we couldn't have picked a better community to do it with than the Australian, New Zealand Simracing community. So, me personally, I want to thank everyone that's in this server tonight on both sides. It's Saturday night here in the States for the North America Race Room, Sunday morning in the over on Australia, New Zealand. So those folks are just waking up. This is a heck of a way to wake up on your Sunday morning, jumping into this and giving it all a go. So it's this is all very much appreciated from both sides. Everyone being able to come out to join us and to do this. So I'm excited. It may not sound like I'm excited, but I am excited. While we're still in practice here, I will say, if you're here on Twitch right now, if you're into Raceroom, if you do Raceroom, even if you do it at a low level, if you're a brand new person into it, if you're an experienced high-level person into it, if you don't have all the content, what we're doing tonight is we're doing a VRP giveaway. We've got 3 codes of VRP, 500 each. That's good enough for a track, I think. It's good enough for at least a car and all the liveries. It's good enough for whatever you might be missing. Raceroom's had some new GT4s come out. They had the Mercedes come out. They just had the Ford Mustang Mach-E come out, the electric car. They've had a few tracks come out within the past month. So if you don't have all the content, if you try to have all the content, we're doing a giveaway this evening. If you type the exclamation point followed by VRP, you'll be entered into the raffle. Now, I've got some hitches or some things tied to that. Only because I want to give this to folks that are really going to use it, folks that not that we know, but we want to give it to folks that support either us or support the Australian, New Zealand community. You have to follow this Twitch page here. So if you're not followed to this page, you can't enter. So give this page here, give our channel a follow, first and foremost. Once you follow, you can then type that command, the exclamation point VRP, and get into the raffle. Now, the second little thing I have is that we really want to know, as I said, we really want to know that you're going to use it, that you're not someone just, a drive-by person who's going to jump into this, steal some points, or, whatever you want to say, and then we'll never see you again, or we don't know you, or whatnot. Follow our Twitch page, put in that command. The codes will be given out within the North America Raceroom community. So that means basically, follow this page here, find the link on our Twitch page for the Discord community, and join up. Even if you're not from our little part of the world, join up in our community. That way, then I can send you a code via a Discord PM or DM or whatever you want to call it. A private message, a PM on Discord, is how you'll get this code. So, pretty simple. Or a punt. There you go, Emery. I actually recognize your name now. Where's my software? Let me make sure this is auto-directing. It should be auto-directing. So I think Mark Pilbro here from Australia is the first person out on the flying lap. But let me just go right back and say real fast. I'll say this a few times. If you want some VRP, if you want some points, if you want some credit because you need something, you don't have all the content, you're looking at something that you really want, you haven't really been able to either afford it or you haven't had the time to look into it and get you some VRP points and whatnot, we have a raffle going. Follow this channel first and foremost. Once you follow the channel, put in the code exclamation point VRP. It enters you into the raffle into Streamlabs. So it's not me picking the people. It's going to be the system picking it. Once you get into that, we'll pick the winners. If you're a winner, make sure and find your way into the North America Raceroom Discord community. If you find your way in there, message me. Message me what your Twitch name is. I'll know. I'll know who wins. And then I'll send you some VRP. So, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. We want this to go to people that, like I said, we know will use it. We know we'll be happy to have it. So do that. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But it's totally up to you. We do have some codes. We do have some stuff. Jump to... I don't know if you're a follower. So there should be a message as well. If you throw up the command, it should say that you're entered. Here, I'll show you. So there's a follow. So Shard's Hunt. I'm sure if you now put in an exclamation point VRP, it will probably say that you're entered into the raffle. So that's what it's going to say right there. So if you follow this page, throw that up, it should start entering you into the giveaway. I hope. If not, the system is not doing what it should. And I also don't know if the system kind of takes a little bit of time to recognize that you've followed the channel and done the VRP. We will work with it, that's for sure. Or I'll work with it. I might just start writing down people who have followed and put in the command, and we'll kind of go from there. But it should start throwing people in, I hope. Streamlabs sometimes does not work the way that it should. So as we do that, I'll worry about that as we go along here. Open VRP. Let's see here. Streamlabs there. That's a Damien's in here. Shards, Texas. John 2's in here. Bergen's an alien. He very well could be. Matt Bergen seems to be fast in any vehicle he steps into within this sim and on any track. It's quite amazing. And since I've been talking so much, maybe you put it for subscribers and no followers. Let me check this, John 2. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. Give me 1 second here. Giveaway settings. Let's close it. Let's confirm it. Give me edit. Oh, you're probably right, John, too. So here, let's do this again. Save. Start. Open anyway. Alright, so make sure and give us a follow. Now put it in. It should let you. You're probably right, John, too. It was subscribers only, which I'm getting mixed up. YouTube has subscribers and not followers. Twitch has followers and subscribers as well. You can pay for stuff. It's crazy. There it is. There it is. Shards, thank you so much. And like I said, we do have 3 different codes. So if we get 3 people that enter, everyone gets a code. Just like that. So I honestly have not been paying attention here whatsoever. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness. There's been so much stuff going on that I don't even have. I don't even have the theme that I want up. Bam. What's it look like? There it is. My apologies, everyone. Now we got it how I want it looking. So it's perfect. So, as you can see, I think in the server now we have 25 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 folks from what is going to be the Australia New Zealand sim community. So 12 there. And 13 from the North America Raceroom community. So what's going to happen is that since there is an uneven amount of people on the teams, so the Australia New Zealand community has 1 less person. The lowest, I believe it's going to be the lowest, like basically the position 13 of a North America Raceroom person. The lowest finishing position of that person gets dropped off. So the scoring's only going to be 12 on 12. And that the 13th person, no matter who it is, lowest on the list for the North America Raceroom will be just scratched out. That way there's not extra points being awarded because there's an extra person. So trying to be as fair as possible. And it's not my scoring. This is, I'm really just telling you how the scoring is. So it'll be 12 on 12. The extra 13th person, no matter who it is, like I said, the points will be scratched for them. But anything can happen. So we have 35 seconds of qualifying, as you can see here. So Damien DeGrasse here for the North America Raceroom, P1. Matt Bergen, North America Raceroom, P2. And then you've got Brody Steen and Glenn Baldwin, Shane Hill, all from the Australian New Zealand communities. 3, 4, and 5. Patrick Carnahan from the North America Raceroom, P6. Rangy Rover, P7. Australia, New Zealand. Ooh, some folks. I don't know what just happened. Oh, so Patrick's in P5. There you go. Shane Hill. So things are. So people are just now ending. kind of jumping all over the place there. But as you can see from the flags, anyone with an Australian flag, obviously the Australian New Zealand community, anyone with a Canadian or an American flag for the North America Raceroom community. So we at least have that to help us keep track of who's on what side. Very quickly before this thing starts, there's a short 3-minute warm-up. That's perfect. So what I'm going to show you is we have the layout for Bathurst. I'm sure everyone who might be watching, I know everyone that's in there knows Bathurst, but here it is. This was the pick by the Australian New Zealand community. They picked the car and the track, and they wanted the WTCRs here at Bathurst. Over 6 kilometers, almost 4 miles in length, 23 corners. And as we all know it, you know, it's your track. That is correct. I mean, this is your backyard. This is your bread and butter. It provides you basically everything. You've got your mountain straight. As you get to that, and then you start getting into the crazy, you know, up to the cutting. You're kind of feeling good about yourself going up the hill a little bit through the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You get to 10, and then there it is. We all know it. The skyline, the drop off. You hit the skyline, you start going through the S's. So you got the 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way down to the Dipper, to Forest Elbow. You know, if you can make it through that, staying on track, not hitting any walls, staying on all 4 tires, you're feeling great about yourself. You are feeling on top of the world. You then have your Conrad straight into the chase, 2021-22. You know, a somewhat sharp left turn there at Murray's Corner on 23, back to the start-finish line. Guess what? You got to do it all over again. So certainly the skyline down through the S's is going to be where, you know, hopefully we don't, but that's going to be the trouble spot for me. Well, probably everybody. You know, you would think that the Ausin community probably knows this like the back of their hand, but you know, anything can happen. That's the beauty of racing in general and sim racing. Anything can happen at any point. So it's going to be very fun to watch and to see what happens. So it's a great thing. Hopefully, as we saw there, as we just came warm up. So if you're not familiar with how usually warm-ups work, for at least for the North America Raceroom, is warm-ups are the time to take the edge off, to kind of get your mind, get your mindset. After qualifying, and then right before the race. So for us on the North America side, that's the time where we start driving backwards. We start trying to look for jumps. We start trying to play a little demolition derby. Anything can happen in that warm-up, and that's just the way it goes. Some folks use it for practice time, but then they're usually bobbing and weaving around cars that are probably going backwards on the track. So it's, you know, it's pretty good practice of avoiding anything coming in your way there. So, as quickly as we started, we are now down to race time. About 50 seconds to go. Everyone's going to figure out their last-minute strategies, tires, fuel, whatnot, and hit drive and get to the grid. So, here in just a moment, everyone should be out there. Everyone should be getting ready. The software is going to load up all the names. We'll find someone to probably go on board with, and we're going to enjoy the ride, everyone. So, you know, thanks for everyone that's been here on Twitch so far. If you want to get in the giveaway for the VRP, Amber and Rolling Start, it's even more better. It's perfect. If you want some VRP tonight, there's a giveaway. Follow the channel. Hit the ! VRP command. You'll get in there. We'll do the drawing probably in the middle of the second race, and we'll go from there. So if you want some 500 credit of VRP, get in that giveaway. But here we go. We're rolling up to the line. We're right now in Glen Baldwin. Lights are off, ready to go past the line. And here we are. We see a lot of Renaults. We see some Cupras. There's also a poll going as well. We got some single file. I need to get to my software here. Let's go on board. So here we go. We got a bunch of folks. Lupu's back here from the North America Raceroom, currently in P9. He's got DDF right behind. DDF is going to he's going to hound him. He's going to push Lupu to the limit. Lupu's right there in a sandwich, a Rangy Rover right in front. DDF right behind, so he's looking out his windshield, but then also looking in his rearview mirror, doing everything he can to stay right there. Who else we got? We got Oscar fielding, and Oscar is in a bad way at the moment. I'm not sure what's happened with him. He's gotten turned around, hit the wall a little bit, and is now back down there in 25th, and is having a lot of time put between himself and everyone else on their way. So we've got to the skyline here with Von Gingrich, North America Raceroom. We'll follow them down just a little bit here. Let's follow them in the cockpit, that way we can see what's going on down the S's. The S's can give you a nightmare. Down to the dipper, to the elbow, down and around. Back down the straight. Let's find Theodore Insbury here. There are Renaults all over the place, right behind Glenn Baldwin, trying to get around to his right side. Rangy Rover is right there as well. My goodness, that's fast. Oh, little wobbles. Theodore's into the wall ever so slightly. Got it back on. Looks like Rangy's in the grass. Theodore has a slowdown. Pandemonium here on lap number 1, if you can believe that. As they come through, so you've got Rangy there, the Renault. Lupu's now on the side of Mr. Insbury. To the outside, I think it's Clint, isn't it? Yes, and the Cupra, another Cupra. It's in contact. And Clint has moved up into 7th place. Looks like Theodore, or Insbury got a little contact with Clint. Lupu got outside of the gravel a little bit. Just stuff everywhere. Let's go on board here with son Edu from the Australian, New Zealand. Also the DDF team into the back a little bit of somebody. He's right in front of him. Looks like he got into the back of DDF ever so slightly. DDF sending it to the inside. It's a great view of him trying to do that. Who's he trying to get ahead of there? It's Mark Pilbro. Yes, the Alpha. So, I know this is a team event, but these guys are also trying to get as high as possible. So, you know, you'd think that maybe a teammate on teammate there of the same team, they may not be racing that hard against each other, but they are in the end, because they're really just trying to get as high as possible on the positioning as they can. We're going to follow DDF down the S's. I saw a lot of yellow flags. I'm not sure who's off somewhere. Mark Hallowell. Let's find him real fast. He is backwards at the top of the skyline. Oscar Fielding and Glenn Baldwin. They're behind. It's like Oscar just got by. Well, let's follow. Who we got? We got Joey Cook here in 13. I think that's son Edu there. Maybe right beside. Kinds of folks right in here. Mark Pilbro. These guys are flying down the track at the moment. Someone took a shortcut. Someone's gotten in. Someone's gotten a little bit maybe into Joey Cook, perhaps. There are some yellow flags. Von Gingrich. Oh, so Von, Jeff Lacey. Unfortunately, two folks from the North America Raceroom there. Maybe some extra contact than needed, putting them back down to the 21-22. Someone's car's messed up there. That's Clint. So Jeff Lacey's back up to 20. Richard Blatcher, P14. Everyone is just trying to stay as close as possible here. We are only 20. We got almost 25 minutes to go. It's only 5 minutes in. 2 laps down, and we are onward. Let's double check the Twitch chat. We're here with Luke Filippone, going up the hill to the cutting. Should know. I'm terrible with track names. I'm terrible with actually just knowing a track in general, so my apologies if that offends anyone. If I'm trying to offend anyone. Let's see. These guys are close here in the Lada. We're going to follow Sun here down the S's. We're going to go all the way with him. Here in P16 with Luke Filippone, right there, P15, Richard Blatcher right ahead. So he's got about three North America Raceroom members right there in front. Maybe Luke got a little bit loose there. Shot off to the side a bit, but it still hangs on. Let's just follow them all the way down. I can only imagine this is going to be awful crazy. As we come down the Conrad Strait. Thank you to everyone who's currently watching at the moment on here on Twitch. Just a reminder that if you're here on Twitch, if you want some Raceroom VRP credit, we're doing a giveaway. We have 3 codes available. Make sure to follow our Twitch channel here. Put in the command the exclamation point VRP, and it will enter you into the raffle. We will do, or I should say giveaway, whatever you want to call it. We will do the drawing probably in the middle of the second race. If you win, make sure and join the North America Raceroom Discord. Or, if you're already a member of the Australia, New Zealand, the AusNZ Simracing community, let me know that as well. Because then you necessarily don't have to join the North America Raceroom. I just have to get you that code some way. And I'd rather do it in a private message than sending it out here where everyone else can snatch it from you. So if you want to get the giveaway, follow the page, put in the command, let me know what community you either are going to join or what you're already a part of, and we will get you a code if you're a winner. Andy Morehouse here in 13. He's about 1 second back from Wayne Whitmore as we go down the mountain once again. He's leading the charge of at least 3 North America Raceroom members right behind him. Richard Blatcher, Luke Filippone, then Son Edu is right there in P16, along with Sam Hegarty. And I apologize if I'm butchering a lot of these names. Some of these folks we've never raced with, so it kind of makes it tough at times to say the name properly. And I'm used to people saying names wrong because my name is tough, so it's nothing new to me. But I always apologize. Rangy Rover there has just lost a place to DDF. DDF moves it to P8. Rangy back to P9. Trying to stay close. His front end is messed up, so he's gotten into someone probably a lap or 2 ago. Probably him and when Theodore, I think, touched a little bit there. Shane Hill, we're going to move up to him here in P5. He's behind Patrick Carnahan, P4 of the North America Racing community. As they go, let's go on board. It's going to get spicy, I believe. Hopefully everything sounds okay. If something doesn't sound very good in the chat, let me know. And I will adjust as needed, but it's about right where it always is. I think usually sounds pretty good. So there he is. He's taking away P4 from Patrick Carnahan, and it is now about 6 seconds back from Matt Bergen in P3, Brody Steen P2, and Damien DeGrasse P1. Let's actually go up to Damien here. Let's follow him down. Go on board with P1 here for just a second. Normally, if you're new to how, I kind of move around the action, as I try to keep the really the closest battles for position on the screen as much as possible. But I do like to showcase usually the front runners with just how well they're doing or how they're pulling away with such a gap. So the reasoning for me switching up here to P1, who now has Andy Morehouse, was on his top. Holy goodness. And that's what I said, that the skyline with the S's is just the entire lap as it is in toughness. So he has struck the wall very hard. I believe it was on his top ever so slightly. Probably reset the car, so he's at least back out. I don't know what his damage is going to be like, but he may have to get that repaired with over 18 minutes to go, unless he tries to soldier it out. Oscar Fielding there, getting by Jeff Lacey for P19. And onward he goes. Brody Steen actually getting a little closer to Damien DeGrasse in P2. Two green Cupras here at the front. There's the black Renault of Matt Bergen right there in the back of the picture. So these three are keeping very close together as we're now under the 18-minute mark. DDF right on the backside of Theo Lupu, who's also then right on the backside of Scott Galbraith. So DDF here right behind two members of the North America Raceroom as they start going up the mountain just ever so slightly before they get to the infamous skyline. And S's will follow DDF here through this sequence. See how it all shakes out. DDF might be the only person. There's two folks in the Hyundai. Oh my goodness. That was a perfect sequence from all three of those. By perfect, I mean there was no wall slapping, no damage, no ending up on your top. And Rangy is right here in the thick of it as well, so he just got back up to these four. So these four here battling for 6 through 9. All somewhat very close, so Rangy's going to try to pick up his pace ever so slightly to get to the backside of DDF. Looks like Mark Hallowell into the wall once again, I think, at the top of the skyline. Everyone's starting to stack it now. So here's Theodore Insbury, very close to Sam Hegarty, and has now gotten by there in turn number 1. And he will try to pull away in that Renault. Oscar Fielding right here, right with Jackson Singlang, has gotten by. Jeff Lacey right there as well. Luke Filippone trying to keep up with Richard Blatcher's son Edu right there as well. So we got a few pockets of people sticking together. And these four, who's winning so far? So Grimy. This is race one for the event this evening. We've got kind of all up and across the board, a mixture of North America Raceroom and the AusNZ Simracing members. So here after race number 1, you should have access to DDF's spreadsheet that he's made up that calculates the numbers in real time. So after race number 1, we're going to switch to that, and we should see the numbers update in real time, like I said, so we'll know which community is winning after race number 1 going into race number 2. And also thank you for joining. If anyone has joined or dropped out or whatnot and you don't know, there is a VRP giveaway going on this evening for 3 codes, 500 each. So if you're missing some content from Raceroom, make sure and follow the channel, follow this channel here, put in the command !VRP, and that will enter you into the raffle. I enter you into the giveaway. Once you get into the giveaway, if you would happen to win, let me know which community you're a part of, whether you're already in the North American Raceroom or you're already in the Australia, New Zealand Simracing community, and that's how I can get you your code to redeem those points. So if you don't enter, you can't win. So there's that. So Grimy in front's Damien DeGrasse. He is a North America Raceroom member. Brody Steen right there in P2 from the AusNZ Simracing community. Matt Bergen from the North America Raceroom community, P3. And then you've got Patrick Carnahan, Scott Galbraith from North America Raceroom, DDF that we're on board here right now, P6. Then Theo Lupu, North America Raceroom, Rangy Rover, Ozin, Joey Cook, P9, North America Raceroom, and then Mark Pilbro, rounding out your top 10 at the moment. So quite a mixture of community members at the top. I think we've lost 1 at the moment. So back and forth there, side to side. Here from DDF, getting right to the backside of Scott Galbraith as we come into forced elbow. Ooh, a little bit of inside action there on the wall from DDF. Lupu's trying to look, trying to do it. Let's go inside with Rangy, that way you can see kind of all the good action there right in front of head. Grimy, see both groups grow. I mean, hopefully that's obviously one of the things behind kind of doing this is you normally don't see this type of event in Raceroom, other than I think that event that's going on right now. That Remus and something else, but that's not really per se, you know, Discord communities going against each other. So this is certainly a great event from that standpoint. There you go. Emery, thank you for entering into that. Grimy, thank you for entering into the giveaway. I know where you two reside, so you don't have to tell me where you're joining. You can see in the back here, Vaughn Gingrich kind of sliding off here before coming down to the start-finish line. Glenn Baldwin as well back there with him as they both get back on. DDF, let's go inside with Theo Lupu. Actually, let's go inside Rangy Rover. Kind of give you a better perspective of what's going on here right in front of him. Scott Galbraith still right up there in the blue. Yeah, the link. So you got Galbraith there in the blue link, and you've got DDF in his Hyundai, Theo Lupu in Alfa Romeo, and Ranger Rover here in Renault. We are now down to almost 10 minutes left. Oh, Scott's getting squirrely. Oh, boy. That was a big... Oh, Theo. Into the wall as well. Gonna back up. Just get out of that with no additional damage or not getting anyone else involved into that. So so that has shifted up the places ever so slightly here. Scott Galbraith sliding back to P7, Fialupu sliding back to P11 after both of them getting a little loose there. What's the fuel and tire wear? I don't think there is any tire wear or fuel wear, so we will not see any pit stops during this. It's just normal tire wear and fuel wear for this event. So it really just makes it a 30-minute sprint to the end to get your best position. So they didn't incorporate any type of pit strategy or any pit option really into this, which depends on how you look at it, but probably a good thing. It's one of those things to worry about. It's really all just about not skill per se, but just racing in general. So from where you start to where you end, it's all based on how you do and how much trouble you stay out of. Might be fun if we do this again. Camaro's at Daytona Oval with a mallet. With a hammer? What's that say? That creates a variety of pit strategies. That would be fun. I love Daytona Oval anyway, so I'm all for that. Rangy Rover here is telling DDF to get out of the way. Now, dude, DDF will not, because there's no reason to get out of the way. We'll follow Rangy here ever so slightly. But as I say that, Brody Steen, we're going to move up here. So we haven't really focused on the top positions really much. They've pulled away from the rest of the folks, and they've been kind of spread out between each of them. But Brody Steen here now, under a second, even under half a second, to Damien DeGrasse here in P1. So we'll follow on board here ever so slightly. All right, Jamie, nice. Scun. So Jamie, if you want some VRP, if you want to get into the giveaway, make sure and follow. I was looking through the listing. Make sure and follow the channel if you haven't, and if you have, then put in the exclamation point VRP, and that will enter you into the giveaway. We're giving away 3 codes of 500 VRP that can allow you to purchase a new car, purchase a new track within Raceroom. So you just do VRP, don't put the NARR behind it, and that will get you into... Oh, it puts you in there already. Never mind. I can't read. My apologies. So you're in it. Don't worry about anything. So we're staying on board with Brody. This is for the overall lead. Let's go, TV. 2 green Cupras. You know what? They're in the S's. Let's keep it like this. Brody Steen here in P2, trying to run down Damien in P1 for your overall lead with just 6 minutes to go. I don't know if Damien just tapped the wall there ever so slightly. Who's got damage? Joey Cook says 100% damage. Not sure how true that is, at least from the software standpoint. Let's jump back to another person that's really close. Theodore Insbury here, trying to get around Sunnyview. He does. As they come to the skyline. Sorry, you're probably hearing my phone and everything else. Too many beeps. We'll see if he can pick up any time. He's about 1 second. That's Theolupu right there ahead in P13. He will get a little bit close down the S's. Right in front of Theolupu is a North America Raceroom Richard Blatcher, who is right behind Luke Filippone in the North America Raceroom. So you've got about 4 North America Raceroom individuals here right in a row. 3 AusNZ community members behind Theodore here. 15, 16, 17. Let's jump back up. So Damien, so my apologies there as we were watching Theodore Insbury. Damien has lost the overall lead, so Brody Steen from the AusNZ community is now your overall P1. Damien here is obviously going to do everything he can to get back in front. So we will follow this as we are now almost down to 4.5 minutes of race time left. And thank you to everyone currently watching on Twitch. It's very much appreciated for you to be here hanging out with me, going through all this. Thank you to everyone that's going to be watching on YouTube as well. Hopefully this, if you like what you see on YouTube, throw a thumbs up, throw a like on it. Throw a comment if you want as well. Make sure to subscribe over there. Excuse me, as well as follow. Sorry, as well as follow our Twitch page that we're currently on right now. So follow us everywhere. Excuse me. Find the Twitter, find the Instagram, find everything. Put hearts on everything. Alright, so Damien's there. So Rangy Rover here, still behind DDF. Here in 6th place. DDF right ahead in P5. We're now down to 3.5 minutes. So that time is counting down as it should. As they go down the S's. As gingerly, but as fast as possible. As they go down the Conrad straight, all the way down. Nosy Parker. Thank you for entering. Nosy, if you want to let me know if you're part of either one of these communities, let me know. Twitch is tough because a Twitch name can be anything, so I don't know who you may be. Or if you're not part of one of these communities, if you're just joining, EH Plus. Yes. Ken Garbett, right? For EH Plus? I think so. Ken, welcome. If you want to get into the giveaway, make sure and put the exclamation point VRP. Nosy Parker, if you're listening, if you can hear me, let me know if you're in one of our communities that's racing tonight, either North America Raceroom or the Australian, New Zealand community. The only reason I'm asking is because I want to make sure that you're a part of one or the other. That way I can send you a private message with a code. It's the only way that I'm going to do it. It's the easiest for me. So I won't send them here directly over. Can we see the top two? Yes, my apologies. Where are we? Here, let's go TV. TV camera for you, Nosy. Damien DeGrasse here, still P2. Brody Steen, still in P1. That was Matt Bergen there at the back end of the screen in the black Renault. So these two are coming up here, so we're going to be going on to the final lap once they get to the start-finish line. That's a beautiful camera shot. I do love that one on Bathurst, where they're coming almost directly at you, trackside, track level. So yeah, Nosy, thank you. We will stick with these two probably for this entire lap. As anything will happen on this final lap, and it's going to be the one to decide P1 and P2. So let's go inside. That, I think, is probably a back marker. I think maybe come in to get some damage repaired so that they will stay ever so slightly out of the way, as they nicely do there. And here we go, folks. This is a one-lap shootout for all the marbles, P1 and P2. Same car, same livery, so it is all coming down to skill at the moment. It's good TV. And Matt Bergen is not backing down at all. Matt Bergen sees these two fighting, and he's going to try to just close that gap as much as you can. Catch right up maybe in the S's, and you got a three-way battle for the entire podium. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to hit the skyline. Let's go on board. Oh. Here we go. Sorry I'm not saying very much because I'm really just watching along with you. You've got about 4 corners left to the side of this bad boy. We're going to be right here with it all the way to the very end. Matt Bergen probably does not have a chance for either P1 or P2 as he's about 1.5 seconds back. But these two here, side by side. Hopefully no, a slight touch perhaps. It's showing Damien in P1. Probably not now. Brody takes him to the inside ever so slightly. Wow. That was intense. Brody's going to come right. So here you are, folks. Brody Steen, your P1 finisher. Damien DeGrasse, P2. Matt Bergen, P3. Less than a second separated those three. That is amazing. Patrick Carnahan here coming down for P4 into the final turn. He's going to cross the line at P4. There he goes. P5, we're going to have DDF for the AusNZ Simracing community. As he comes across the line, he's going to have Rangy Rover there less than a second right behind. So those two battled for what felt like half the race. And they're going to be coming in at P5 and P6. So good work to them. Scott Galbraith had that issue in the S's, but managed to pull out a P7. Joey Cook coming across the line, P8. Luke Filippone, P9. They're coming across now even faster. Mark Pilbrow, P10. Wayne Whitmore, P11. Richard Blatcher, P12. Son Edu right there, P13. Theo Lupo into the wall at the very end, P14. Theodore Insbury, P15. Oscar Fielding has come across, P16. Sam Egerty, P17. Jeff Lacey coming across now into P18. Glenn Baldwin, P19. Andy Morehouse coming to the very end here. He's going to be coming across here in P20. Making it to the end. Jackson Sengelang with Vaughn Gingrich right behind as they come across 21 and 22. Theodore Insbury, why is he saying he's at 22 now? But we're going to find out. So as we scroll through here, yeah, something's happened with Theodore Insbury. He might have a penalty, but I don't know what. It was a fantastic race by both sides of the communities. I want this thing to scroll. Let's find out here. Brody Steen, P1. Damien DeGrasse, P2. Matt Bergen, P3. Theodore Insbury with a 120-second penalty. I am not exactly sure what that penalty was entailing. I didn't see any drive-thrus pop up. It might have been maybe a slowdown or a couple slowdowns that he didn't take care of. I'm unsure. Let's see if we can get to the scoring here. So as I said, what should happen here? I don't want that one. I want this one. So we're gonna wait and see here. So DDF should be in here, and he should be updating the scores in real time. So we're gonna be able to see. Oh, see, here we go. See him plugging it in. So Brody Steen from the Australia-New Zealand community there in P1. And then you've got some North America race rooms. You can even see, might be kind of small, I guess. It depends on how big of a screen you're looking at there. But you can see the points beside the community member being added up. And then you see the overall number there on the right-hand side That is going to be the score. The lower the score, the better. So as it's popping back and forth there, we're going to wait to see till the very end to see which community won round 1 and who has the advantage going into round 2. But it's neck and neck. It's very tight. It's pretty cool, actually, that I can see him doing this. The power of technology. It's amazing. We will wait for him to finish, and then we will see. Now, I'm in no way talking with DDF at the moment or even know what he's doing on his stream. I'm just locked into the spreadsheet that he created, that he's sharing, that is allowing me to see him do this. So there is your overall, excuse me, there is your overall, or not overall, but your round 1 scoring. With how the positioning came out, with the one North America Raceroom dropped, the end result of all the North America Raceroom community members equaled 136 points. Compared that to 164 of the Australian New Zealand sim racing community. As I said in the beginning, we're kind of playing, as you can kind of read there, a golf system. So the lower the score, the better. So right now, obviously, the North America Raceroom is winning this event with a 136 to 164 score. We're going to leave that up because I am waiting for the second server to come up to then get into for the second race, which is going to be the Group C cars on the Nordschleife 24-hour circuit, or 24-hour layout. That is a tough car. That is a tough track. So the North America Raceroom, having the advantage that they have, will probably play heavily into the second race, because it's an insanely hard combination of car and track. But in the very end, we're going to watch the exact same tally happen, and we're going to see real time who the winner is. I'll take this time right now. If you've just shown up, if you've just tuned in from wherever you might have tuned in from, if you're not familiar with either of these communities, this is the North America Raceroom Discord community, going up against the AusNZ, Australian New Zealand sim racing community. We have 25 people total, I believe. 13 North America Raceroom and 12 from the AusNZ community. Running two races. So if you kind of caught the very end of that, the first race number 1, that was the WTCRs on Bathurst. That was the choice of the AusNZ sim racing community. So they chose that car, they chose that track. Basically, they chose that combination. The second race coming up here, as you can see on the scoring tally there, Group C at the Nordschleife. That was the combination chosen by the North America Raceroom community. So another 30 minutes race. I think a 10-minute practice, 10 minutes of qualifying. So basically you have a one shot at qualifying on the Nordschleife, followed by, I believe, a 3-minute warm-up and then a 30-minute race. During the 30-minute race, if you've just shown up, we're running a giveaway of VRP. If you're not familiar with VRP and you do Raceroom, the VRP is what am I trying to say? It's what is used to purchase cars, liveries, tracks, and whatnot. So what we're doing is we have 3 codes of 500 each. If you follow, make sure and follow the channel here on Twitch, and then once you've done that, put in the VRP command, exclamation point VRP, and that will put you in the giveaway. if you would happen to win the giveaway, here's the little wrinkle, I guess you could say. I am a part of both communities, North America Raceroom and the AusNZ sim racing community. You have to be a part of one of those two. If you're not a part of either one of them, then we will just redraw, your winning to someone else, because I have to send a personal message, a PM, to you in one of those communities. I want to make sure that the people we're giving these things to are folks that are actually part of one, if not both of those communities. We want to make sure that it's going to someone who, needs it, who's going to appreciate it, who either races with us on a constant basis, or at least knows of us, or knows of what we're trying to do or what we do and whatnot. So make sure that if you're not a part of one of those communities, I know on our Twitch page here, there's a link for the Discord for the North America Raceroom. Make sure and jump in there. Just join it. If you're already in the Australian, New Zealand community, just let me know that. I mean, I'm not going to make you join the North America Raceroom if you're already in the AusNZ sim racing community. So be in one of them, please. If you aren't, it's going to make it tough for me to try to find you on Discord, or find out who you are on Discord or whatnot to get you a code. So if you win and I can't find you, I'm sorry. That's just the way it's going to be. I'm not gonna look all over the internet for you to get you a code, when you could just be in one of our communities to easily get that code. So we are waiting. There it is. Oh, we already through. It took too long. We've missed some practice, but it's okay. It's just practice. But here we are. We're going in. Let's go back to the in-game scene. We'll have that very shortly. It's just going to come up. And hopefully we can get in there. We'll find out. But as always, for those of you here still on Twitch, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Thank you for taking interest in the event that we're doing here. So, and for those on YouTube at a later time, thank you for watching over there as well. It's very much appreciated. To take in the content wherever you can take it in. Providing any feedback you want. If you're on YouTube, put a like on this one. This is kind of a special event for us, so let's get the likes up on this. If you want to put in some comments, put in the contents, put in the views. Really let's show Raceroom that we all love the game. We want the game to continue to evolve in a good way, and keep banging out the content and the updates and everything. So let's show them how much we appreciate their work. Oh, Joey Cook doing exactly what I do in this car anywhere. Let's go spin, spin, spin. Who do we have? So all 25 have made it. Let's go auto drag here. Let's just throw it out to everybody. So this is going to be an absolute, just insanely crazy combination. These Group C cars are fast off the throttle, and so if you don't feather it, if you don't take it easy, if you don't kind of baby the throttle, you're gone. You're spinning around. You're no longer looking the right way, or even if you are, you've looked around in a 360 probably about 5 times before looking the right way again. So this race here will but it will definitely test all of these racers, top to bottom, no matter how good anyone might be. This is going to be a 30-minute endurance basically, of this combination. So let's hope everyone makes it to the end. That's my hope. So Theolupu, well, this is just practice. I think the qualifying for this is going to be solo qualifying, kind of like how Bathurst was, where I don't think everyone will be out on the track at the same time. So, as we're in practice here, before we jump into qualifying, let's do like what we did for Bathurst, where this is the layout. This is the layout for the Nordschleife, for the 24-hour layout. This is what we're going to be doing. About 25 kilometers, 15 miles. The start-finish line. Between the kilometer 19 and 20. No, I'm sorry. Right at kilometer 1 down here. Towards the bottom. So these folks, they're all going to start on the Nürburgring, the GP circuit. Go all the way around. And then, instead of making the loop that you normally would on the GP circuit, they're going to cut to the left. And then start going out and around the red line of the track. I can't say any of those names, so I won't even try to talk about any of the turns, other than when they finally get to the carousel, at least the first one, right there about kilometer 12. And then as they get around the second carousel, in between 16 and 17, right before they get to Dottinger, which is the extremely long straight before they get back into the Grand Prix circuit area. So, so much space, so much time for problems or issues or incidents or whatever. So, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna improve. It's a 30-minute endurance race. No pits involved. So, just really the strategy of what engine mapping for fuel you want to do, and then what tires you'd like to run, which ones you think will last to the end. So really the only thing you have to think about once you lock that in, these cars you can't change the engine mapping as you're out there, so whatever engine mapping you put it before you get to the grid is what you're stuck with. So whatever you're comfortable with, engine mapping and tires, get out there and then keep it on the pavement. Keep yourself in a steady, easy rhythm. Sorry, started looking at something as I was talking. Get yourself in a nice, easy rhythm out there and do what you can for about 5 laps to make yourself, make it to the end. So as you can see from the timer and from the race information up there, we're now at qualifying. And I was right, so this is going to be where everyone has their own kind of small solo. I changed it, Ken, I'm sorry. I was talking for a while. But there, it's up now. Everyone has their own mini solo session of qualifying, so you most likely will have one shot to put in the time. Not that I expect it, But I will say that I would not be surprised if we see potentially a lot of folks that don't have any times, because if you obviously invalidate your lap somewhere in the middle, you're not going to make it back around, or you're not going to reset your car for a second lap. So you've got one out lap. Or no, you don't even have one out lap. This is your lap. So you start already on your kind of like your flying lap. So if you invalidate somewhere under a minute, somewhere close to the Grand Prix circuit, you can probably reset real fast and try again. But if you're 3 minutes into your session, under 7 minutes, 6.5 or whatever, you're probably not going to reset. If you have an incident, or if you invalidate in any way, you're not going to reset and get a second chance. So you basically have to make it count. We're going to auto-direct. We're going to throw it to everybody. So Son Edu here is the first person, or at least probably the furthest ahead of anyone on their first flying qualifying lap. So it's stuck on him here for a little bit. But you got Theo. Still in Sector 1. Who else we got? Wayne Whitmore. Not sure what's happened with him. I think he's reset. So he's going to try it again. Let's see, Von Gingrich is still within the Grand Prix. Damien DeGrasse, I think he's probably the first one furthest out there, but he's purpled Sector 1 because he's the first person to go all the way through Sector 1. So a purple for him. He's pretty far into it in Sector 2, so we'll see what time pops up. Luke Filippone trying again. We'll stick with, you know what? This is going to be the one we go on board, because it's just kind of disgusting of how this really is. But we'll go cockpit, that we kind of see everything. So we'll stay on board here with Damien. I'm not even going to try to talk you through any of this lap, because the Nordschleife is so foreign to me. I can't even tell you what's coming up next, to be honest with you. It's one track that I do not. It's so long and so crazy enough for me that I don't know much about it. I tried to do it and I failed most of the time. So we'll just stay on board. We'll watch the magic happen to Damien here, and we'll see what time he puts in. Once he puts a time in, we'll try to click around a little bit, find other folks who may be close to the end of their lap, and see what times they put in. As of right now, no one's put a time in. We're down under almost 5.5 minutes to go qualify. And while we're on board with Damien, I will say, if you're here watching, just shown up, or if you've been watching along from the beginning, make sure to join in the giveaway if you want to, for some VRP. If you're into Raceroom and you don't have all the content, or you've got your eye on something that you've been wanting for a while and you just haven't had the VRP, or you haven't had the time to get VRP, or whatever it is, we got a giveaway going away. So right now we've got 7 people entered. We got 3 codes to give away with 7 people. So the odds might be in your favor if you want some VRP. So make sure and put in the command !VRP. That will get you in the giveaway. If you get in the giveaway, make sure and let me know what community you're part of. Whether it be the North American Raceroom, NARR, or the AusNZ Simracing community. If you're in one of those two, you're good. If you're not in either one of those, then you may unfortunately be out of luck. And I'm not doing that just to make it hard on you, or be whatever you'd like to say. Be a tough guy. I'm just if you're in one of those two, it makes it easy for me. So make sure, if you want to get in the giveaway, make sure and let me know if you're in one of those two. If you're not in one of those two, then join one of those two on Discord. Shards, huh? See, so Shards, I see you now in the Discord. So thank you for joining up in that Discord. If you win, you get a PM from me with a code in it. That's what I like. That's what I love it. So thank you for that. Nosy, I don't know. I know I've asked a couple times. If you're not in one of those communities already, Nosy, try to get into one and let me know if you get into one. If you get into one, then let me know what your name is there, and I can get you a code if you win. Amato, welcome. We're on board here with Damien. He, I think, is coming. Easy B. So someone else joined. Easy B. I don't know who the Easy B is. Easy B is in here at the moment, then let me know what your Twitch is. So Shards, we try to do. So where'd Damien come in? Damien came in at a 7:11, 7:83. So he's the first person to set a time. So everyone's shooting for that at the moment. Let's auto direct. Let's jump around. So the system's going to jump around. Theo here, I believe, is going to be the next person. Patrick Carnahan is 10 seconds back from Damien's time. Son Edu is about 13 seconds back. Theo Lupu, where is he going to be? About 25 seconds off the pace of Damien there with a 7:11. So Shards, what we try to do with the North America Raceroom is that we try to dedicate. We've been dedicating Saturday, well, this time frame, Saturday nights for us here in the States, Sunday mornings for the Australian, New Zealand folks, and we try to do a ranked race in Raceroom, usually the hour long, which normally is always a GT3 at a track. So we try to race with them as much as possible, to be honest with you, which normally it comes out to about, one time a week in ranked. Sometimes some folks from that community jump into our community races. We used to have those on Friday nights before we kind of switched that. So if you're from that part of the world, certainly if you want to stay in our community, Discord community, feel free to, because we try to race with folks from that part of the world really as much as we can. Rangy, Damo, who else do we do? I'm going to forget everybody, but Mike King, I know Oscar's come out a few times that's in this session. I think we've gone with Clint a few times, who's currently in this session. We've raced with DDF before. I believe we've raced with Brody every now and then. Probably not as much as some of these other guys from the Australian, New Zealand community, but we try. So, here you go. 11 people out of the 25 managed the time. So, P12 through P25 did not set a time. So that is going to play pretty big, because there's some big names back there. Theodore Ensbury did not set a time. DDF did not set a time. Scott Galbraith did not set a time. Meet Filippone, no time. Mark Pilbro, Mark Hallowell. So a few people that usually are up pretty high at Engineer. Yeah, Mike King at Engineers. I mean, Emery, thank you. Yeah, it's hard to try to remember off the top of my head with so much stuff I'm trying to think about. So Shards, if you're not in the Australian, New Zealand community, you might be. I don't keep up a whole lot with that community, with who's all in there, or everything else. But if you're not in that community, definitely join up with them, because they've got all kinds of stuff going on for everything in your part of the world. But then we try to do at least some racing with them as time permits, whether it be Raceroom ranked or unranked or anything. We try to get in with them as much as we can, because they're all good. They're all good people. They're all great racers. They're all clean racers, and they're all like us, and they like to do They like to do everything. You do Thursday Thunder. There you go. Okay, so that's perfect. And listen, I watch those Tuesday Thunders, and that is some fantastic racing. If I could wake up early enough and I could somehow get a ping good enough to that part of the world, like I would try to race with you all, because that's an amazing event you all put on every week. So yeah, so keep an eye out, or if you stay in ours, or even if you don't, but we try to race with everyone as much as possible, and there's a lot of great people in that community that we like to race with. So keep an eye out. It's we try to make it fun. Yeah, your ping's probably not too bad. Yeah, I think most. Oh my goodness, you just saw a car just go absolutely like a rocket ship here in the warm-up. Good thing it's only the warm-up. We normally try to have, like, if we know we're going to do something with folks from that part of the world, like these servers tonight are based out in California. So that's obviously the closest, part of the United States to your neck of the woods in the world. So we try to make it as well where no ping issues, play into it. And, has a good ping for everyone here in the States, and then for you all down that way. So it's awesome stuff. I can't say enough about everyone in that community and then everyone in our community. It's just two great race room communities that love to race, that get along with each other, which is pretty hard to find in this day and age and everything. And really just try to have a fun and good time. So I can't say enough about both of the communities. So that's why we're putting on this event tonight. That way we can kind of just showcase everything, have a little fun, have a little a little spirited competition. Everyone's a winner in the end. I don't know what the winner gets. What the winning community, I have no idea what they get. They may not get anything, but hopefully this event proves to be entertaining enough to everyone to at least get that much out of it. So warm-up is finished, just like that. We're right into the race. 30-minute race. I'm gonna say you win bragging rights. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how much anyone's going to take that into effect, but yeah, you would have bragging rights over the other community. So, what I'm going to do, we got 30 minutes of race time, probably about 20 minutes to go. I'm going to do the drawing for the VRP. That way, I'm not making anyone wait until the very end, till when it's over, and just adding more time for you all to have to, sit here. So you've got about 10 minutes. So about 9:10, 9:15 at the latest, we're gonna do the giveaway. So if you're not in the giveaway, if you've just shown up, we've got 25 viewers. I think that's what Twitch says at least. I don't know how many we have here. A rolling start. So you got 15 minutes. Get in the giveaway. Exclamation point VRP. If you get in the giveaway, make sure and let me know what community you're in. You got to be either in the North America Raceroom community or the Australia New Zealand community. If you're not in either one of those communities and you get in the giveaway and you win, you probably won't get your code because I'll have no way of getting a hold of you. And here we go. Come up to the line and gone. 30 minutes of insanity on its way. Bragging rights for a community win. As of right now, the North America Raceroom is in the lead. Someone just went flying by. I think that's Sonny Do. A little bit of contact into the outside. Himself and Damien are kind of getting into it there. That's allowed Brody Steen to get into second place. And we have folks everywhere. VDF here in the back. Unfortunate for him. There's someone off. Mark Pilbro. There's a lot of blue Nissans flowing through here. Brody Steen about 0.7 of a second back. Let's see, we got Sonny Do Damien DeGrasse, Brody Steen, Patrick Carnahan, Sun Edu, Theolupu, P1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, give me 1 second. 1 second. Apologies. What do we have here? Let's go into the back. Rangy Rover, not into the back, but in P10 at the moment. Right here with Matt Bergen, Shane Hill, Luke Filippone right behind. Someone is off a little bit. That was Shane Hill. Let's see, we got Scott Galbraith going around, Andy Morehouse going around trying to get straight. Matt Bergen here, right on Joey Cook. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all very close. Let's go on board. That way you can just see how fast these cars are. Who was that? That was Joey Cook. Going a little bit wide into the gravel there. Rangy slips by for P8. We'll follow Rangy here for a little bit. DDF looking out for a spinning car. Ooh, manages to get by someone spinning that neck there as well. DDF from 24th, I think, now up to 15th. This is purely a race of survival, to be honest with you. Even though DDF started in the back, now up to P15, might move up even further because more and more folks may start spinning. Just kind of giving up freebies, free points, free positions. Nothing else going on up here. That is Richard Blatcher facing backwards now, unfortunately. Theodore Insbury as well. Trying to stay out of the way, trying to find a good place to turn around. Might be sort of tough. Trying to stay out of the way. Losing points as we go here. As it dropped back down to 22nd. Scott Galbraith, P19, just got past Mark Hallowell. Von Gingrich. Now Jeff Lacey's really close. Let's go on board with Jeff Lacey here. Ooh, DDF got a qualifying bug. That's unfortunate for him. Ooh, Jeff Lacey, on board with him. He's going around. Let's go on board with DDF. So, unfortunately, you know, as Shard said, DDF had a bug in qualifying, but he's already made his way up to 11th. So, and he's getting even closer to Joey Cook. So we can very well see DDF top 10 here by the start of his second lap. Slow one right there. He's at Luke Filippone. As they go to the first carousel, Luke goes up the hill a bit. It's that Matt Bergen right onto him, and around he goes. He's gonna try to find a space to get turned around, which is going to be tough. So there's DDF and Joey Cook going by. unfortunately be sitting there for a little bit trying to get around. DDF now right on the backside of Joey Cook. DDF got off the throttle there just enough while hitting the grass to not lose it. That was a very good save. Looks like Oscar Fielding's had an issue. He's gotten spun around or something's happened with him. Dropping down the field a little bit. Ooh, there goes Joey Cook around. DDF now up to 8th place. Luke Filippone, Glenn Baldwin. North America Raceroom in the front. AusNZ Simracing in the back. We'll follow them here ever so slightly just to see what happens. Well, as I said in the beginning, like this car by itself is crazy enough, and then you add the extra insanity of the Nordschleife 24-hour, and it's almost incomprehensible how hard this is. Runs get a little squirrely there, a little too much throttle perhaps. Drop back ever so slightly. Shane Hill losing a spot to DDF. DDF now up into 7th place as they go down the very long straight. Damien has gotten turned around up into the second turn of the GP circuit, and that's allowed Brody to close that gap massively. Fialupu, oh, he's gotten around almost by the old pit entrance. Rangy Rover's gotten by. DDF has gotten by. DDF up into P6. Shane Hill's gotten by. Theo trying to get off that. He might be stuck. He needs a boost. He needs to go in reverse without hitting somebody. Oh, that car just went right through him. That car went right through him. I'm not sure what's happening now. Glenn Baldwin right here with Luke Filippone. Snatches it. P7. And then, unfortunately, loses it there at P1. Or not P1, but turn 1. Oh my goodness. Everything's happening. Mark Pilbro, P9. Who's back here? Richard Blatcher, Matt Bergen. 13 and 14. And that was just lap 1, folks. Matt Bergen, unfortunately, going around again. P14. We've got 20 more minutes of this insanity. Brody Steen, they have now made it to the Nordschleife circuit, and he is now under 1 second. DDF, oh no. DDF is off to the side on the GP side. He's going to try to get going again. He's up there. He's going to drop back into where? 9th, 10th. Back to 10th place. 11th now. Andy Morehouse has gone around. I think he is still on lap number 1. He's finishing his first lap. Jeff Lacey is scooting. Oh, goodness. Let's go on board here. That just lost it. There goes Mark Pilbro. DDF moving back up in the 9th. Fialupu here up into P11. Richard Blatcher right behind in P12. Someone else who's that slow? Jeff Lacey. Slow down the straight there. Glenn Baldwin is just working on Luke Filippone. Rangy is out of the server, unfortunately for him. He is floating into the into space. This race has more spins than the FR90 race we had a few weeks back. Yeah, Ken, this car is almost, for me, this car is undrivable. Obviously, for these folks out there, they can get on with it, but I cannot. I just cannot do it. I don't have the technical skills. I don't have the mental skills to even get this thing moving. DDF here, Jeff Lacey right behind. They are right behind Von Gingrich here in P8. DDF going to scoot by. Vaughn and Jeff got a little wobbly there. Made his way up into 8th place. Clint. Oh! Clint just backs up right into Mark Hallowell. So that was an Australian, New Zealand. That was an Ausen murder right there. Unfortunately for those two. Richard Blatcher behind DDF. Von Gingrich right behind him. DDF up to 9th. Jeff Lacey's ahead. DDF might have had an issue. He was up a little higher. They're going to be coming up to who's that? Oh. Glenn Baldwin, I think. Had an issue. Did everything he could to stay out of the way of everybody. Now finds himself in 9th. Richard Blatcher right behind. Theo Lupu. Oh, Theo. Doing an ollie on the curb there. Into the wall ever so slightly. They're in P12. Let's go to the front. Damien DeGrasse has a commanding 7-second lead now over Brody Steen in P2. About 2 minutes, folks, and I'm going to do these drawings. That way they're done and set, and then we can figure out. I can figure out what's going on. Just a forewarning: these codes will probably go out, not right this minute this evening, but we will get them out tomorrow for sure. Let's go with Brody. Brody here in P2. Let's go on board with Brody. He is about, what, 6.5 seconds back from Damien in P1. Jackson singling back here sideways, trying to get going. He's got Andy Morehouse about 40 seconds back, so he's got enough time to try and get turned around and going again. Down to 15 minutes. In about 30 seconds, we're going to close this giveaway. Then I'll start hitting the draws. It's all done with Streamlabs, so it's not done by me. If you don't win, blame Streamlabs. Don't blame me. Who else we got? Jeff Lacey up here. Very close to DDF. F 7 and 8. Glenn Baldwin, I think, is spun somewhere. Let's go auto director. There's, oh my goodness, Glenn Baldwin on, who was that? Not Ensbury. That might have been Matt Bergen. Matt Bergen is showing 100% damage. Who's this? Andy Morehouse back here. Just keep it on DDF while I do this. So we're gonna watch DDF. So we're gonna close this giveaway. Closed. We've closed it, folks. Let's pick some winners. So there you go. EH Plus Simracing, King Garbett. Congratulations, you are a winner. I know where you are. You're in the North America Raceroom. You're very welcome. Let's pick another one. Grimy Dog. Grimy Dog, are you still here? If you are, you've won. I got one more, folks. Let's do it. That's Emery Anderson. Congratulations to you three, Ken, Grammy, and Emery, from the random drawings of Streamlabs here. You all have won a code of 500 VRP. Grammy, I'm glad you're still here. I'm also happy you're still here. Congrats to all of you. Bernie, you have just missed it. I'm sorry, man. Unfortunately, the raffle is closed, and the winners have been drawn. But don't you worry. Next time, next big event, we'll do some more giveaways. We'll try to spread the love to everybody. EH Plus _ Simracing, Ken Garbett is your winner. Grimy Dog is a winner. And then the Condo Pamalibo, which is Emery. DDF goes backwards. He's in 6th place. He's going to move down to 7th, maybe 8th. That's just the normal GP track. Alright, let's auto-direct this. Let's go to whoever, Theodore Insbury. A nice way to end your birthday. Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. So, sorry to everyone who, the few that entered that did not win. You know, I'm sorry about that. But we do have some extra codes that we will continue to do giveaways as we can. So we'll try to make it known, you know, when we do any giveaways. So if we do any, and you want to come on back and try to win some VRP, then come on back. If you don't come back even if we're not doing giveaways, come on back and enjoy our content. So we try to showcase, we try to do some good stuff all the time. We try to make it look good, we try to make it sound good. So try to make it the best possible content we can. Thank you, Henry. I try at least. I try to keep everything in good perspective. I'm not the best, but I'm here for you all. So if you all think it's great, that's the only thing I can hope for. If anyone thinks it's bad, let me know what's bad about it, and I can change it. I'm no professional. We just try to make it fun. Try to make it good. Back to auto director. Probably going to put it on Theodore Insbury. So Theodore here is the closest. Very cool. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Everything froze up, and I waited just a second to see if it would all come back, and nothing did. So yeah, I had to restart my entire system, so my apologies for missing a little bit there. My apologies for missing that. Where are we here? We got Damien DeGrasse still in P1. Brody Steen P2. Patrick Carnahan P3. Sonny Dew P4. DDF P5. Jeff Lacey P6. Shane Hill P7. Theolupu P8. Von Gingrich P9. Glenn Baldwin P10. So my apologies for that. I think we missed just a few minutes out of all that, but looks like the top 4 are still where they are. We're auto-directing, but we've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've lost 6 people. Von Gingrich is turned around backwards there. How much time's left? 1 minute. Where's Damien? Let's stick with him, because he will more than likely be coming to the line. I don't know if it'll be coming before it ends or not. So yeah. So sorry to everyone who left really quickly due to my system there. We're back now. I'll obviously have to piece together the I'll have to piece together the video for YouTube, which will probably happen tomorrow. So we all will have missed a few minutes of this fantastic action through the night. But Damien there was into the second no, that was the first carousel, I think. We'll find out here in a second. Yeah, so he was in the first carousel, so the timer will certainly run out before he gets back to the line, so this should be the last lap. The times between everyone are extremely what am I trying to say? They're spread out everywhere. Let's see. Alright, so for you all that for the 3 winners, 2 of them have gone out for now. I gotta find the last one. Ken, are you in the North America Raceroom community? Are you offline? I was trying to look for you. I can send you a PM. There you are. Never mind. Message. Never mind, Ken. I got you. Oh my goodness. So Damien got to the line before the timer. So we have another lap of this to go, folks. Who would have thought? Not me. Scott Galbraith back here in 13th. Trying to get turned around. Right there at the carousel. Trying to get onward. And he does. So unfortunately, well not unfortunately, but some of these folks will be going around again, unless they're a lap down. I don't know who's a lap. I'm not sure who might be a lap down. What was I doing? Sorry, I'm all over the place. My system flaking out has me Trying to figure out what I'm doing again. Alright, so all 3 winners of tonight's giveaway. Thank you to those who participated to get into the giveaway. Thank you to those who were here for the duration before my system crash, watching along. It's very much appreciated. I don't know if we've ever had up in the 20s of viewers at one time, so it was very much appreciated by everyone who stopped out, who's still here, who's watching one more lap of these insane vehicles go around this track. We're just going to auto-direct. We're going to let it stay wherever it wants to stay. Joey Cook here at 15. Let's see, those have been sent. That's doing that, that's doing that. We're here on Twitch, we're live. We're here on YouTube as well. For you on YouTube, so the race is over. What the heck is going on here? Wow, where am I missing stuff? So where's Damien here? Damien is coming, oh, okay, so it's coming up to it. He's coming up to the line, so here's going to be your P1. No, he's not coming up to the line. Oh my gosh, I'm so discombobulated. I'm all over the place. He's still going. We're down to only 18 people left in the server. Andy Morehouse is the last person on the track. Oscar Fielding all the way down have disconnected due to something. The timings are still going. People are all over the place. Theoloop. So the race is over. But Damien's still out there. Insbury's come across the line. Luke Filippone is in. Brody Steen's out there. Alright, so I officially have no idea what the server's doing. There is 6 minutes left for the server before the server basically cuts off. I would have to assume that these guys will make it, you know, obviously finish this lap they're on now. So I don't know. I'm at a loss, I guess. I'm not sure what's really happened. I'm confuzzled. Dom, welcome. P1, 2, and 3 are still out there on lap number 5, but yet people that were behind them that I don't think were a lap down have finished the race. But I think Damien got across the line for lap 5 before the timer ended. I have no idea. This is what you get when you watch a stream with me at the helm. I have no idea what might be happening. But Damien is still going. Brody Steen's still going. Patrick Carnahan's still out there. Son Edu is still out there. P4, DDF, he's rolling as well. P5, Jeff Lacey there. P6, Shane Hill is out there. P7, but then Theolupu from 8. Yeah, Glenn Baldwin, I think, is out there. He might be on a cooldown lap. I don't know. Damien's not. I know this. And nor is Brody. So confuzzled is the correct word, Dom. That is the correct word. You should have shown up earlier, Dom. We had a giveaway for some VRP. You could have won some. I know where you hide out. But it's been a fantastic event from both sides. Good quality racing. The WTCR at Bathurst was a fantastic 30 minutes of racing. This race here has been 30 minutes of just confuzzledness, as Dom would say. Stuff has been happening all over the place. DDF in P5 at the moment. Started at P24 after qualifying. Had some type of bug in qualifying. So he started almost at the back. Has made his way up into P5. 19 positions. That's amazing. What else has happened? There's been a lot of people facing the wrong way, a lot of spins, a lot of contact with walls, a lot of contact with other cars. You could be right, Ken. I just didn't think. I guess Theo in P8 may have been a lap down, perhaps. I don't know. The software is never really good about telling you when someone's a full lap down, but I guess he could have been. Shane Hill's, yeah, he's out. So maybe from 7 on down was a lap down. But I didn't really see a whole lot of lap traffic passing. But maybe that happened when I just wasn't looking. I don't know. Either way, we're still racing. If something I think were to happen to Damien at the moment right now and Brody got by him, I think Brody would have P1. At least that's the way it is in my simple mind. But how Raceroom does things, I don't know. But, what was I saying? First race, fantastic. Here comes Damien DeGrasse, your P1, your race winner, race number 2, podium 1 position. Fantastic race by him. I don't think he had any issues through the entire thing, which is amazing. Brody Steen, another one for the AusNZ sim racing community. Here he comes, P2 across the line. Fantastic race by him. His race is officially over. Patrick Carnahan, he's about a minute behind, so he's in, I think, probably the second carousel. Yeah, because he's going to be coming up to the straight, I think. Yeah. Yep. I know that Audi Sport sign anywhere. So he's going to be coming up. There's 2 minutes to go before the server kicks off. Thank you for Thank you for following. ESSOBEE. SOB. SOB. Thank you for following. Thank you to those. As I said a few times, I know I had some issues there in the, 13 minutes ago I had problems. 15 minutes ago my system decided to just freeze up and had to do a restart. So thank you for hanging out through that. Thank you for coming back. Patrick Carnahan, P3, done. Sun Edu's coming around. DDF there in P5. So here's Sun Edu, P4 coming across the line. Fantastic stuff from him. So thank you to everyone who stayed through that. For those on YouTube, you won't even, you'll notice, you'll see the timer jump from one number to the next as I piece the videos together. So my apologies for missing a few minutes there in the middle of all this, but we caught 98% of everything. DDF coming down the long straight. We got, 46 seconds. I don't know if Jeff Lacey's going to make it, but he's going to have P6 no matter what. DDF is driving the rails off that car. Everyone else is finished. I think everyone else might have just abandoned the closing ceremonies. He's finished. Jeff Lacey trying to beat the clock. 11, 10, 9. He will probably make it. And then we'll go to the scoring real fast and be done. Oh, there it is. So there's your official results for this race. Okay, yeah. So Shane Hill was a lap down. So Ken, you were right. I didn't know they were a lap down, honest to God. I blame the giveaway, trying to do that. But Damien DeGrasse, P1. Brody Steen, P2. Patrick Carnahan, P3. 2 NARR members there in the top 3 spots. Sun Edu, DDF, 4 and 5. Jeff Lacey, 6. Shane Hill, P7. Theolupu, P8. Glenn Baldwin, P9. Luke Filippone, P10. And then it goes down from there. Some folks were disqualified, it looks like. My goodness. So we had some DQs. We had some DNFs. And then we had some folks some laps down. So we will wait here for just a moment to watch DDF update these scores in real time. Once he does that, once we find out the winner, we're calling it a stream. We're going to pack up our things. We're going to go home. On to the next thing. What's tonight? Saturday. So let's wait and find out. You don't have only caught a couple minutes of the stream, but thank you for the stream. You're very welcome, Jackson. You're very welcome as well, Emery. Grimy, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome. Everyone who's here right now, you're very welcome. And I appreciate you all for coming out, for hanging out, for still hanging out even now after my system issues that I just had 20 minutes ago. So thank you for being here. I do this for you all. I don't do this for me. I'm not trying to make a career in broadcasting. It would never work. It would never work. So this is all for you guys here in the chat, guys and gals, whoever might be here in the chat here on Twitch and on YouTube. If you're over there on that side of the things, I do this for you as well. I do this for those that are out there on track. I don't do this for myself. So you know, any compliments or any kind words or whatever, you know, I take that very much to heart, because this is all just stuff we do on the side. You know, this is not my living. This is not my career. This is nothing but a hobby and a very fun time. So I enjoy doing this for you all. So I'm always happy when everyone enjoys, you know, what I try to do, or what we try to do as a community. So let's wait and see. DDF should be putting this in there. I don't have his stream up, so I honestly don't know what he might be doing over there. Only because I think if I put it, let me try to find it. I've muted my system sound. So right now they're trying to figure out the they're trying to figure out what Raceroom has done to the overall standings, or not overall, but the race standings. So actually, you know what? Let's do this.
Raceroom crashed on me. Core dumped.
That way we can hear what's going on inside the mind of all this. Arms dead, legs dead, head hurting, group C is
which
yeah,
means
Jackson
I dropped
is
the two lowest North America people off as well, and then that makes it equal again.
uh-oh. So what's happened here?
Get rid of that. North America's still in the lead by like 20 points, so it didn't really change much.
So there you go. So the scores have changed for number one.
It's worth it for the overall, right?
Yeah, definitely. Alexander Rossi, yes, my Fanatec link works everywhere.
Let me mute this.
So there's a link in the description if you want to click that.
I don't want DDF to think that I'm stealing anything, but we're waiting for him to put in the numbers. So my apologies. I would like to find out, like all of you, who's won this bad boy. Oh, they're waiting for some of the admins to figure out the scoring. So here we go. He's starting to put in some folks now. So here we go. So he's putting more people in. So they're trying to figure out the end result. I should have taken a screenshot, but I didn't. Is there a way? Let's start the recording. All right, here, let me try to help out. Let's try to help out. Let's try to figure out. Let's try to figure out what's going on. All right, so now they've got it. So here we go. So now we're putting in, DDF is putting in the scores. We're seeing in real time here. Who's going to win? So right now, I'm not sure what's happened. Am I still on? I'm not on mute, yeah. Here,
So let's have a look. Let's sort this out. So Rangy was
You're gonna
20th
hear DDF
and
for a
Mark
second.
19th. So let's get rid of those two.
As it's become a
just
brain trust
copy these
of
up.
trying to figure out how it all went. I'm not going to interject. I trust all the scoring
Was not prepared for the Excel sheet.
to everyone who is in the voice
efficiency
chat at the moment.
this evening.
Okay, so we got an imbalance here. So we got 3 extra North America race rooms, but they're all at the bottom. So we just drop those points. And oh, there we go.
Wow.
Oh, hang on. No, there's an extra North America here. It's 11. It's 11 to 10. So drop that.
That's tight.
It's even more definitive. Hang on, hang on.
Oh, watch stream. There we go.
I'm not sure what's happening. DDF is messing with the scoring right now.
Hang on a sec.
I spoke too soon on the efficiency.
Okay, so that. All right, so that's back with full race results then. I think, with Clinty at the bottom there. I think is it right? Yeah. Okay, that's race results. So we drop 19th and 20th. Okay, cool. Because that's disconnects. So that leaves us with these guys. So we got 13 North America, and we've only got 10. 10 AusNZ, that can't be right, surely? Yeah, 10 AusNZs, yeah. Right, bear with me 1 second, guys. Sorry about this.
We're bearing.
All good.
AusNZ, North America. Right, okay, so we got 13 North
I'm
America,
still here,
10 AusNZ.
just so you all know, on stream.
So we need
I'm
to
being
drop
very quiet because I'm
3
just watching
North
along
America
with you all
race rooms.
to figure out this end results.
There we go, we got equal 10 now. There we go. That's the points.
So,
Wow.
North America Race Room 189,
That is the
AusNZ
official-
Simracing 2, and
there are your official points as divvied up by DDF, along with the folks that were in there racing as well. So, the final numbers from races 1, WTCRs at Bathurst, and the Group C at the Nordschleife for race 2. The final numbers based on the points and the positions from each communities. The Australia-New Zealand sim racing community ended up with 231. The North America Raceroom Discord community ended up with 189. So, I'm going to call these unofficial results, because who knows what might happen. For right now, for this stream, your winner is the North America Raceroom, with 189 compared to 231 from the Australia and New Zealand of the AusNZ sim racing community. So, congratulations to the North America Raceroom, number one, to all the racers from the North America Raceroom, but congratulations to really both communities for putting on a great event. Two races that are just different in so many ways from race 1 to race 2. So, congratulations to everyone who was able to participate. Congratulations to everyone who was able to finish both races. Unfortunately, there were some issues on the second race where people's internet was crashing out, and maybe mine too. I have no idea. Mine did crash out as well, so I don't really know what's happened with that. But when it's all said and done, this was a fantastic event from both communities. So thank you to both communities, the AusNZ sim racing community, the North America Raceroom community, even DDF and his own community. Thank you to everyone that was involved. Thank you to all you folks here right now, watching on Twitch, watching later on YouTube. This was all for the folks in the community racing, but then this was also for you all. We wanted to make it as interesting as possible for everyone watching a stream somewhere. So if you watch DDF streams, his point of view all evening, that's fantastic. If you watched here, it's fantastic as well. If you're watching on YouTube on our channel tomorrow or even Monday or whatever, that's still fantastic. We love it. We love the content to be seen wherever you can try to see it, and as much as you can see it. So in the end, a great event. I've talked a lot. We've done a lot. Thanks to those who got into the giveaway. Thanks to everyone who watched here on Twitch, watching on YouTube, watching the stream somewhere. Hopefully you liked the content. If you didn't like it, let us know what you didn't like. I'm always open to criticism. I'm always open to things to try it differently. I'm always open to try things one time, see if it works, and if it doesn't, then scrap it. If it really works and people like it, continue doing it. So I really have nothing. I really have nothing else. It wasn't a long event, but that was a very crazy event. Very fun event, fun to watch, fun to broadcast, fun to really talk about with all of you that were here right now. So hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully if you're new to our community, the North America Raceroom, if you're new to the AusNZ sim racing community, if you're looking for people to race with on either side of the world where those communities, where their people reside, look for both of us. Look us up, find us on Discord. There's links everywhere. There'll be links on Twitch, on our YouTube, especially on our YouTube. If you find this video tomorrow or wherever on our YouTube, there will be a link for both Discord communities. I'll do that for you as well. So if you're looking for a place to race, Raceroom first and foremost, but if you're looking to race other things as well, find our community, find their community, find where you're able to race with as many people as possible on the time zones you're in. That's the most important thing. Second most important thing, race with people that you'll have fun with. That's, they go hand in hand. 1A, 1B. So, with that, I'm going to call it an evening. I need some water. I need something. I don't know what I need. I need a drink. That's what I need. We're going to call it an evening. We'll be back Monday night. I don't know. Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday, Monday. We're back sometime. Probably Monday. But we'll see what's happening. If not, we'll definitely be back on Wednesday for the Bathurst 100. Monday will probably be a long race event. Probably. I don't know. Either way, keep an eye out on the accounts, Twitch and YouTube. If you want notifications set them up. You'll see when we go live. You'll see when videos go up. And go from there. So, I'll leave you to it. Everyone have a great evening. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy. And we'll catch you next time. And as always, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching wherever you're watching right now. And yeah, I don't know. My mind is gone. Everyone have a great evening. That's all I'm going to say. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye. Love you all.